Welcome to sports, everybody. I'm Chris Saunders. Today was the start of the New Providence Holiday Basketball Classic, and our Julian Gibson was courtside at the Kendall Isaacs Gym for the tip-off.
Chris, the New Providence Holiday Basketball Classic got started this morning at the Kendall Isaacs Gym with C.I. Gibson winning big, beating St. John's. The final score, a blowout, 73-29.
We started off a little shaky, but at the end, and through the game, we pick it up a little bit.
We started off a little late, but we end up with the win, and we play hard through God and letting us be able to come out here and play good. And I think that if we keep it up, we can win it all.
We came here with the intention to win today, and that's what we just pull off to do. We just played, and they executed well.
But you know, our coach always tell us, say, go out every time, no matter who team we get. So we just go on the guard. We start off a little shaky. At the end, we pick up on defense, and we did it.
Very tough one today, but thank God for the experience right there. We got to come out and play a much better game. I think we can play a lot better than that. We tried to play C.I. Gibson basketball, which is running up and down the court, and they play a transition game. We're a half-court team, and so they really put a spike on us today, and by the grace of God, we come out next time and do a much better job and play a half-court game rather than playing the transition game that we tried to play. So we need to try and make them adjust to us rather than us playing their game, their brand of basketball. Let them play Giants basketball next time.
Now in the second game of the tournament, also a blowout. Doris Johnson, Mystic Mullings, all over Aquinas College, 52-31.
You know, tournaments like this are very important because kids get a lot of time on their holiday break, and you have to try to find ways to keep them fresh and still in mindset of the things that you taught them. If you don't participate, you know, there will be some reversibility, and we find coming to tournaments like this very important. But I'm pleased with the turnout. Guys, not exactly 100%, but, you know, it should get better.
Now the action will resume tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. CV Bethel will take on Aquinas. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
All right, Julian, thanks a lot. CV Bethel head coach Thurman Johnson says he's hoping to win it after all is said and done.
Well, I think I have a pretty okay team. My guys are still developing and learning. I guess once we work hard, we try to do our very best in the tournament. And once we play hard and follow the game plan, I think we can do pretty good in that pool.
Now, while that Holiday Basketball Classic goes on, one person will be definitely observing all of the action with a very special note in mind. Ronnie Henderson from Minnesota is one of the scouts coming in for the tournament.
I came last year to roughing the basketball here, and I saw you had great talent here. So being a scout that I am, I come down and I watch. I deal with a lot of local colleges back in Minnesota and across other middle states. So I saw you had a lot of good talent here, so I came back again this year to check it out again.
Now, you say you've been there last year. Did any of the players here from the Bahamas get an opportunity to go to some colleges as a result of you coming?
There was a couple guys we looked at, but we didn't work out. That's why I'm back again this year, so this time things can work out.
When you say things didn't work out, what you're talking about exactly?
The affiliation with the team I was working with, the people I was working with, they had already picked the people they wanted, and it was kind of late when I decided to come deal with these guys. So, because a lot of situations have to happen. Passports and all those good things, all those have to happen at the same time. So we had to make sure all those things work out, everything work out in that aspect, which we didn't have a timely matter with the kids that we were dealing with. So we wait till this year and make sure we get everything situated again this year. I was in a new affiliation too, so we work it out. We're working on things now.
What exactly do you look for when you see a basketball player, the basketball player? What exactly are you looking for?
When I look for a basketball player, I look for a player that's a dominating player that can fit right into American basketball right now. I don't need one that I need to train too often. I need somebody that can come in and be an impact player immediately when they come to the States. And that's what I look for. Most of you guys are impact players.
So far, what have you seen? I know it's only 2 games.
This is the first game I've seen, so I haven't seen a lot of players yet, but I will be here for the majority of the tournament. So I'm definitely looking for those players, and I definitely will let you know who I'm looking at so we can keep an eye on those guys.
Just a few more days left in 2012, and that means that expectations and plans are going into high gear for the 2013 Carifta Games that will be held right here at the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. But exactly what does the role of the Sports Authority have to do with it in terms of getting it ready? Here's Sports Minister Dr. Danny Johnson.
We have begun work on the remediation of the old Thomas A. Robinson Track, and that will be ready to go in January. The stadium readiness will be completely ready. We host Carifta this year, March, and the Carifta organizing team is getting all their stuff prepared. They are ready to go. The NSA will obtain the full certification for all these events come January. We'll have all that in hand.
On to some tennis news now. Following the Giorgio Badalci Nationals, the BLTA has a better idea of how its 2013 Davis Cup team will look like. Executives say they're excited about the prospects.
We have a new breed of juniors coming up, and they're pretty strong. We sent a young team last year with a new captain, and they did well. They were one match away from moving up, and so hopefully Devin's back on the scene. Devin didn't play last year, and with the mixture of the young juniors, you have KJ, you have Shaq, you have PJ, Jody. All these guys are young, up and coming. With, I guess, the old and the young, maybe we can do something. So maybe this year it might look hopeful.
You know, these are the players who are going to be selected to try out for our Davis Cup and Fed Cup team. So, you know, the future looks good. I mean, it's about time for us to get out Division 3 and move back into Division 2 and then try and work our way back up the ladder.
Now, like you heard there, after taking some time off to recover from an injury, Bahamian #1 tennis player Devin Mullings looks to be back in form following another title run at that recent Nationals. But the road back for him has not been all that easy.
I'm about 70–80% right now. I think by end of February, March, I should be where I'm usually at. And then by June, July, Davis Cup time, I should be in top form.
You talk about being 100% by February or March. What are you doing in between now and then?
A lot of fitness. I want to give thanks to my fitness coaches in Florida. Ansel Terrell and Jeff Duplessis, they really helped me out. I really need to stretch like 3 times a week the hip after I play. It gets tight, and I just been working on a lot of legs, but I still have a little bit of weight on me that I need to get off. But it's been tough to kind of do a lot of running. I have to, sometimes if I run a lot, it gets stiff, so I got to take a day off, rest it a little bit, but it's holding up pretty good.
I know last year Davis Cup was a bit disappointing for you. Are you expecting maybe for better things this year?
It was. It was disappointing because I wasn't able to go and play. It was tough. I wasn't walking for about 3 months after the surgery, and I wanted to get out there and play, but I just had started running by the time they had to go and play Davis Cup. So I wanted to be out there, but I couldn't. But we had a good squad that went. And they competed hard, and I'm looking forward to helping them out this next Davis Cup tie.
So when do you expect to go back on the tour?
I want to play some tournaments early next year as well. Probably I'll get back to training in January. Probably look to get out on some hardcore tournaments in Texas, and just take it one step at a time. I'm just really happy to be playing because my hip was in really bad shape. So I'm just happy that I'm back competing and I'm playing some solid tennis.
Devin Mullings, we hope that he does recover as he is our #1 tennis player going into Davis Cup.